So now again today we are here to solve a numerical which is having a torsional spring. Now first of all we will understand what is the question is. We are having a beam of mass m, two springs of stiffness k and k, one spring of torsional stiffness kt. Now as I stated earlier, this kind of system will perform the torsional vibration. Suppose if this is a cantilever beam, this is a beam, if it is deflected, so there will be deflection like this only. So this spring will get compressed by this much amount and this spring will get stretched by this much amount. Means if you think about the compression and expansion, both are the one and the same thing. In the case of mechanical vibration, we are not denoting compression and the expansion by a negative sign, but whether it is a compression or whether it is an expansion, we both consider this under a category of deflection. Here the deflection for both the spring will remain same. Let the deflection be x. Fine. Length is L. If deflected by angle of theta, so what we will get? X equals to, here this is L, this will become L cos theta and this will become L sin theta, and this was your L actually after deflecting by an angle of theta. So we will get x equals to L theta, as theta is very small, sin theta is theta. Now we have deflected by this by angle theta, so it is a case of a torsional vibration. So it will have an inertia torque as I theta double dot in the opposite direction, as we have learned in the previous lecture. Now we have the external forces. Why? Because we have to apply in this case of numerical the D'Alembert's principle. What D'Alembert's principle states that submission of the inertia torque plus submission of the external torque equals to 0. So what is inertia torque? I theta double dot. Fine. This is the inertia torque. What is the external torque? For finding the external torque, first we have to identify what are the external forces present in this system. So we can say that we are having one spring force of this spring, one spring force of this spring, and we have the weight. Now this is the self weight. So as I stated in the derivation, when we are dealing with the self weight condition, we are neglecting the self weight condition because the self weight condition is of the static condition. Let us take an example. This is a beam like this, it is attached. So when this is having a mass, without the application of force also, this will have some amount of deflection like this. Fine. So here the self weight is balanced. Let us take an example of this condition. Suppose this is a one spring and this is another spring, both are attached like this. In between there is no mass present, but if we attach the mass here, this spring will have some amount of deflection in downward direction and this spring will have some amount of deflection in downward direction. Now after this your system is in static condition. अब जो सिस्टम है वो आपका इक्विलिब्रियम में आ चुका है, जैसे आपका क्वेश्चन है. अब इसके बाद जब हम फोर्स लगाएंगे तब कौन सा कंडीशन आएगा? डायनामिक कंडीशन. सो इस कंडीशन में आपका जो सेल्फ वेट था mg और यहाँ पे जो स्प्रिंग फोर्स था, ये दोनों क्या हो गए? एक दूसरे से बैलेंस हो गए. तो जैसे हमने जो डेरिवेशन किया था आपका किसका? एनर्जी मेथड का, सॉरी डीएलेम्बर्ट्स प्रिंसिपल का, ये वाला mg और यहाँ पे आपने mg इक्वल्स टू k डेल्टा से आपने बैलेंस किया था इन स्टैटिक कंडीशन, एंड सेकंड कंडीशन में आपका mg इक्वल्स टू k डेल्टा प्लस x था. अगर आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम है तो उस वीडियो पे जाके आप फिर से देख सकते हैं. सो व्हेन वी आर कंसीडरिंग द बीम एज ए हॉरिजॉन्टल, so by default its self weight comes into a play. Fine. And this self weight is under a static condition, means we can say that this body is in equilibrium. So we can neglect the static condition. सेल्फ वेट को हम ऐसे कंडीशन में जहाँ पे आपकी बीम हॉरिजॉन्टल है, हम सेल्फ वेट को निग्लेक्ट कर देते हैं. इफ यू वांट टू प्रोसीड द सेल्फ वेट, यू कैन गो प्रोसीड विद द सेल्फ वेट आल्सो, बट इट विल मेक दिस न्यूमेरिकल वेरी कंफ्यूजिंग and it will increase the extra effort. So it is better to neglect the self weight condition. Fine, because at the end our result will remain same. Fine. So we are having one spring force. As this spring is compressed, this spring will try to pull the beam to the upward position. So what is spring force? K into X. Fine. And this spring is stretched. This spring will try to pull in the upward direction. So spring force here also in the upward direction. Means both the spring force are pointing towards the direction of the mean position. Means we can say this both will be positive. Fine. We are neglecting the self weight because now this diagram is under the static condition. Where self weight is cancelled out with the static condition. Now, what is the external torque? External torque is nothing but force into displacement. What is the spring force? Kx. And what is the displacement? Perpendicular distance is the L. Plus here also same spring force into perpendicular distance, that will become torque, plus this is the torsional stiffness. So we have studied in the previous lectures, torsional stiffness is nothing but T upon theta. So what is the torque of this spring? Kt into theta plus Kt into theta. Why negative? Because when you pull this beam in the downward direction, this spring will also expand, and this spring will try to bring this mass to the mean position. So this spring sign convention will also be positive. So this is your inertia torque, and these are the external torque. Fine. Force into distance. Now, as we have find out x equals to what? L theta. So we will substitute. So it will become I theta double dot plus k L square theta plus k L square theta plus kt theta equals to 0. Fine. Now we will take it common. It will become I theta double dot plus k through k L square plus kt, and we can take it theta as a common equals to 0. Fine. Now if we rearrange the term, we will get theta double dot plus what? 2kl square plus kt upon I theta equals to 0. Now if we compare this equation with our basic equation, theta double dot plus omega n square theta equals to 0, we will get omega ns kl square plus kt upon I in radian per second. Hope you have clearly understood what is the numerical is. So here we have identified the concept of the torsional stiffness. So kindly practice this numerical. Till then, thank you.